One of the things that you would know from the point of view of nature is a disturbance is a good thing, because that's when change happens.
We're living it up, yeah, we live smart.
We're at the Begonia Festival in Ballarat and we're about to go talk to some people about the top tips for energy saving.
Insulate your house properly, get really good quality insulation, and that makes a huge difference in what you have to do in terms of heating and cooling at different times of the year.
And what has the new Joneses inspired you to change in your life today?
Look, decluttering, I think. Let's live a bit smaller and a bit simpler, I think. I mean, saving on the housework for starters, that's got to be a plus, doesn't it?
Bonus. Steve, what are your top energy saving tips?
Top energy saving tip is don't get out of bed in the morning. No, it's grow food. Sorry. There's more oil in the food they buy than they ever put in their car.
Wow.
So grow a heap of food at home, and the bonus is it tastes heaps better. You can grow what you like. But the really cool thing about the new Joneses is have a look on the roof, pan up to the roof, and you got one solar panel that's facing the sun all day long.
Perfect.
Right? How smart is that?
I suppose the thing I love about the new Joneses is that it's this modular example that's relatable to people. It's not this massive challenge that people need to refit or reapproach everything. They can take ideas from what they see on this mobile education system and go, oh, I could do that. Or maybe I don't need this much space. Maybe a lot of that has been a conditioned thing that I need 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms.
I think my top tip is to avoid the dryer and dry your clothes on the clothesline, because the sun's energy is free, so you save money and you save power.
Awesome. What about seeing the new Joneses today? What's it inspired you to change?
Well, as much as I would like to change my car to the Tesla Model X, it's a little bit out of my price range, so I'm going to go with a garden, like the great vertical garden that the new Joneses have got. All of my garden died and I haven't got back into it, so I think it's really inspired me to get dedicated and do a garden in a small space.
Yeah, Max has had to run away, so I've just taken over and doing the Vox Pops now. So this is Liz. She's taken a pretty relaxed attitude to the day. Liz, what's your top energy saving tip?
Make sure that you always turn off the appliances at the switch, because all those little bits add up.
Is there any winning lesson that you're taking away from seeing the new Joneses today? Something you're going to change, or a great idea you saw here?
Certainly it reinforced how little you actually need. You don't need to have all the bits and pieces that we seem to accumulate these days. And also cleaning products. So try and shift to the earth products or something a bit more like the lemon and vinegar, the more natural based products.
So that's Liz. Just baby steps in the transition so far. She'll work up to the hinged bed later.
When it comes to sustainability education, we don't need to be pushed over the edge, because then people turn away and feel challenged. What we need to do is create a story that's inclusive, that's engaging, and most of all, create a story that people can feel connected to and capable of sharing with their own language.
So we're here with Dirt Girl at the new Joneses.
Hi! In Dirt Girl World, we believe that we protect what we love and we just live our values. We grow our own food, we reuse jars, we reuse all sorts of things, we have solar panels, and it's just how we live. And I love that about the new Joneses, that this shows people that with a few certain choices, you can live like this too. And it just becomes an everyday normal.
The simplest thing everyone can do at a household or a work level is just to keep any organic matter out of the bin.
Earlier today we were talking about how there's nutrients in food scraps, and that if we compost them, we keep those nutrients in the food cycle rather than letting them become waste in landfill.
Can you tell us about yourself?
I am founder of the Granny Skills Movement and author of a book called The Art of the Natural Home. So my whole philosophy is around living like our grandmothers, eating the way they used to, locally, seasonally, and zero waste.
So what do you like about the new Joneses here?
Well, what's not there to like, really? Your philosophy is my philosophy, and for all of us to be around in the next 50 years, we all need to live a bit like the new Joneses for the next generation.
The key to the new Joneses is that it's not intimidating, and it's actually got a funky edge that can get people in. And that is the key detail.